Hello, today's video is going to be about measuring with math skills. This is a short math talk about measuring. I'm going to tell you a little story about real math. Over here, my name is Mrs. Wright, and these are my parents, Mrs. Hafner and Mr. Hafner. And they were both teachers in our community for 34 years. My mom taught life skills, home ec, taught kids how to sew and cook. So definitely had to teach kids some real math measuring skills. And then my dad taught industrial arts or construction, and he is most known in our district for um, building over 30 houses with his students that he had. This one on the right was the last project that he did. He built my mom and himself a new ranch house. They actually had built two other houses that we lived in growing up, but this was the last one that he wanted to do, and he is really happy with the outcome. So my dad was the building trades teacher, and again, real math was very important to his students. So when I told them I was going to become a math teacher, they said, make sure you teach them real math. So yes, all the math we do is real math and it's connected in one way or another. But this is a life skill that you should know how to do. I will usually do this as a opening exercise to Module 3, as a math talk, as we call them, sometimes on Fridays. And so this year we kind of had to eliminate those a little bit with our different platform. But this year I'm going to teach it to you this way. Examples of measuring, we have measuring all over the place. In construction, cooking, sewing, I talked to you about temperature, time, distance, weight, just to name a little bit. And there's all different ways that we measure things and different units that we measure things. So today we're going to focus mostly on construction and sewing. So if you were to use a tape measure or if you were to use a measuring tape. Please, when I'm done with this part, can you please go back and watch this short video Home Depot put out. It's about 2 minutes long, and it goes over how to read a tape measure very well. I would definitely go back and watch that. I'm going to break it down just a little bit. Here is our customary unit scales. We use just by inch markings. So normally there's from here to here, that would be 1 inch, and then you would see other whole numbers on there that has the largest marking identifying the inch. Then we make it half of that size, so we go down and we measure half of the length to get the ½ inch. So the next smaller tick from this one, so the second longest is going to be your ½ inch. It's always halfway between your two whole numbers. Then half of a ½ inch are 1/4 of an inches. So we have a 1/4 inch here. This would still be a ½ inch. We always write them down in lowest terms, so that's why they didn't write 2/4 here. Then 3/4, and then 4/4 would make a whole. So there are 4 marks representing the denominator representing the sections. Now if we take half of a quarter, we get an 1/8. So there should be 8 markings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then again, 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and 8/8. Then half of an 1/8 is 16. So you can see how those denominators are doubling. So now we have 16 markings along here. Again, these are ones that we've already mentioned, so those would be in the lowest terms. Did you know that halfway between the 8th and the 16th is actually 30 seconds? Some measuring tapes will have it down to the 30 seconds. So it's halfway between the 8th and the 16th markings. So in this case, this would be the 5th marking of 32. So you would have 32 total marks, and this would be the 5th one. I drew this picture out so you could see what I was talking about, and normally I have students write this down on an index card. So if you want to take a few moments and pause this and go ahead and write it down, you can. But I broke it only down to the 16th. If you want to do the 30 seconds, feel free. You will see that I put the equivalent fractions underneath in blue. Those are the ones that they are equal to, and then the lowest terms are in black. You will also notice that all the numerators, the top numbers, are odd numbers. There's not really a pattern to them, but they are all odd. And all the denominators in lowest terms actually in all of them, are always even. Now keep this in mind that if you did have other numbers here, let's say that this was a 10 and this was 11, you would still say the whole number would come first, 10 and 1/16, 10 and 1/8, 10 and 3/16, etc. You would not say 11 until you got past the inch marking. I'm going to show you quickly how to do 2 activities today. The first one is Quizlet. If it doesn't work for you, then you can do the other one. There are flashcards where you can practice what we talked about today. There's some other activities that you can try as well. There's a matching activity, which I will show you now. You'll go ahead and start the game, and then you're going to match the fraction with the picture. You might even be able to move these as well. It does look like that. And they disappear. You'll notice that you're being timed. You're going to click back. For some reason, this comes up, so I just exit out, and then I hit back again. I'm going to go back to the other activity. Oh, the gravity one, I'll show that one to you. I'm not as good at this one. I leave the settings here. Maybe I should change it to easy. So what it does is you want to try to read the tape measure before it goes here. So 8/16, 9/16. And then it will keep your score over here for you. Ooh, 16, just in time. All right, so that's how you play the gravity game. All right, and then the next page, this is a ruler game that I found. You can have it timed or not, that's up to you. And you can break it down into 16ths, 8ths, quarters, halves, wholes. I'll just go ahead and leave it at 16ths and you start the game. It does time you. So I'm looking for 2 and 1/16. So I go to the 2 and then I click where that would be. 2 and 9/16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right here. Now I'm going to show you if I did it wrong. Let's say that I thought that was 3 and 3/16. It gives you an X. If you get them, if you miss out on the time, or if you get 3 wrong, I'm just going to guess so I can show you, then the game is over. And then you can adjust it. Again, you can have no timing and you can start the game. Try to spend at least 20 minutes today practicing your measuring skills. Again, go back and watch that Home Depot video and take these notes. Again, this is the real math that you definitely would use if you were ever if you were ever sewing, measurements, or building something. You would need to know at least to the 16ths. All right, have a great day.